Is it good? Hi, Wagner. To comment about recent events, the war between Russia and Ukraine and everything that's going on, and to put it in perspective, internationally and a humanity perspective, well, we tend to annihilate one another. Quite obvious, quite obvious. I was just watching a documentary from World War II, the extermination camps in Germany, and shit like that. And how they're trying to develop weapons. They're talking about weapons of mass extermination. They were developing in Germany in 1930s. Now, where, where do we go from here? History is not linear. La historia no es lineal. History is something, is a sinuous, like, it go like that, it go like that, it go like that. When you expect to go there, actually it goes there. Right, right. So anyway, so I don't understand. Buddhist mentality, I don't understand it. I've been analyzing, I've been studying it, I've been listening to a lot of analysts from all the major media and everything. I don't know what's going on in his mentality, reconstructing the Soviet Union, right? Now, apparently, and now it comes tomorrow, after Mother's Day. Is the 9th of May. Russia, boom, we beat the Germans. And that's good, actually. I think they should celebrate it. But that's celebrating killing other people. That doesn't make any sense. And well, they're killing the Ukrainians. Because, I don't, well, I do understand, actually. Because war is not sweet. You don't escape any targets. But as a matter of fact, there are some international conventions that when you go to war, it's military targets, not civilian targets. You know, bomb hospitals and, civilian population. I mean, totally devastated. The pictures you see, total devastation. And that's actually against the international laws that we are supposed to abide by. Well, Putin broke all the laws. He broke all the international laws. Now, why did he do that? As I said before, history is not linear. Linear means a straight line. Well, no, history is like that. Like we do in Japan, in China, we do like that. And the third one said, no, it's not like that. No, it's not like that. It's like that. It's like that. History is very complex. And why things happen in a certain way. Well, to give you a little bit of background about Germany and the multiple atrocities please don't misunderstand what I'm saying, because I don't justify anything of the atrocities, because it's absolutely certain, and they have the Nuremberg trials. Many people were sent to her death, and they deserve it. They deserve it. Well, I don't believe in the penalty. I don't believe in the penalty. But what else can you do? We're criminals. People starve millions. So anyway, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get down. So, but what happened? Why Germany was pick Germany? Well, I was talking about the linearity or non-linearity of history, because what was Russia? Because NATO was surrounding Russia. Actually, I mean, I'm not justifying. I beg you to don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I don't justify the bombing of civilian population. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But what I want to understand why that happened. Why that happened. You know, and it runs a parallel. What Russia is being surrounded by NATO, Every single country around Russia is being. I don't know. I got some screensaver here that doesn't allow me to really capture. So you have Russia totally surrounded by NATO countries and increasing, and Ukraine want to become one, and they say no. Please do not portray what I'm saying that I'm justify Russian atrocities. Of course I don't. Of course I don't. By any sort of imagination. But I'm trying to understand, as a logician, as a mathematician, yeah, to play. Right. I mean, these guys, they've been surrounded. And then they react, man. They kick. And they got weapons. And they kick. And now, we're in World War III. This is World War III. It's already been with the pandemic. The pandemic is World War III. Yeah, they release. And you know what? It's like mutating and killing a lot of people. Now, you know what happened with the pandemic? It kicked back. The pandemic kicked back because they wanted to kill more people in Africa. But because we already tried to kill the Africans so many times that they develop immunity. No, look it up. Don't believe what I say. Just look it up. The pandemic didn't kill as many people. It killed more people in Europe and the United States than it did in Africa. And that's what they intend, to kill people in Africa and then to develop a world. Well, a lot of people in Peru, in Brazil, in India, 5 million in England, 15 million is the World Health Organization, 15 million people killed by the pandemic. Now, a lot of those people are not what the pandemic intended to kill, because the pandemic is intended to reduce world population. And what is the world population? Well, Southeast Asia, actually. That's where most of the deaths are. And, well, India, we're going to kill all India, we're going to kill all Pakistan, all those guys overpopulated, right? Well, I don't know to what extent. Because for Elon Musk, right, he says that we need more people in the world. That's what Elon Musk says. I mean, the most intelligent guy in the world, the billionaire in the world. And he says we need more people. And then the parallel world government, right? They want to kill people. And kill. And pharma makes more money. The more people we're going to do a new. No, you know what? The pandemic never going to stop, because it's a new variant and a new variant and a new variant and the doctors discuss. You go to TV, you look at the TV. Oh well, the new variant perhaps is not as infectious as the one before. Oh no, perhaps it's more infectious, but it cannot kill as quickly because the other before. That's what they say. And we're supposed to believe it. You're supposed to believe. They go to a Cornell University or Harvard University, Ivy League, so eight universities in northeast of the United States, where I live. I live next to Harvard and MIT, and I went to MIT, and I lectured in Harvard a couple of times. They didn't kick me out, but they kicked me out of the restaurant next door. Porque me puse a cantar. So anyway, we were talking about. We're talking about the war and why? Because you have to enter the geopolitics, and then what happened? Go back, because okay, Russia has been surrounded by NATO. Now what happened in Germany? Because I see a historical parallel. No, when the Nazis came to power. By the way, I don't know how many people know that Hitler was legitimately elected, 1933, the elections. And interestingly, the opposition to Hitler, which was the Socialist Party and the Communist Party, they were separated. Had they voted together, had they created a common front, they would have defeated Hitler in the elections. Nobody will do that. No, because no, the socialists, because the government, the social democrats, they will divide it. They will all divide it. And Hitler won. And Hitler won. Because what happened in 1914, the First World War, Germany fought and it was devastated by the West. And as a result, Germany went into a deep economic crisis, where there are pictures. And you can look it up, what I'm saying. I'm not making it up. To buy a loaf of bread, you have to bring a bunch of money like that because the money didn't worth anything. One loaf of bread, you have to bring money like that. German, I don't know what it's called, Marx or something like that. Anyway, that was after World War One, because Germany lost the war, and then you had Treaty of Versailles, el Tratado de Versalles, no, you had a Treaty of Versailles, where the West decided, the West, all the southern countries, decided, and not only that, Germany was forced to pay war reparations. So all the money that Germany made as a country, no, I'm looking at no, I mean, I'm talking about over there, whatever. So Germany had to 50% or something like that of its national income have to go to war reparations. So Germany was totally broke. And then obviously the people were upset. And then comes Adolfo. He said, no, like that. No, I shouldn't laugh. It's not Russian. No, but I'm laughing with the official, because they don't tell you what really went on. And what really went on is that the Western powers broke Germany, totally broke. And then the Germans, which are actually the biggest economic power in Europe, and it still is today, and back then it was, and that's why they were fighting for markets, because everything is about markets, because Germany had the biggest industry in Europe, and then boom, they blow them away. They blow Germany away. I don't know, someone sent me a message. And well, and then things develop. So 1933, Hitler won the elections in a nationalist platform. I said, no, we're going to bring Germany again to power, and we're going to... And people, yeah, because we were tired of paying 10,000 marks for a loaf of bread. So, to a certain extent, the Europeans, the Western Europe, actually created ¿cómo se dice? Nazism. The Nazis. The Nazis was a result of the isolation. Same what's going on with Russia right now. Because you surround Russia, and then you expect them not to react. We shall replay. Same thing that happened in Germany in 1933. After 1914, when the West totally isolated and broke Germany, and that's what's going on with Russia right now. I'm not justifying. Please don't take me wrong. Please do not take me wrong. I think, but war is not sweet. When you declare war, boom, everything goes. There's no respect for civilians, but there's no respect for nothing. Look at World War II. Look at the pictures. That's readily available. Any war. But this is, in the old walls, Genghis Khan, they used to... things that is very difficult for me to talk about, Impalement. You know what impalement means? They used to put, when Genghis Khan conquers part of Europe, they used to impale people. You know what that means? that you put the put it's too hard to describe. It's too, I don't. You look it up. I'm not gonna describe it. But it's too horrible. It's too horrible. We are a self-exterminating race, the human race. We 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 don't figure anything. Well, we kill the animal kingdom. We're killing the environment, and we have to kill ourselves. That's what, because apparently it's something. It's just the struggle of the species. You have. And when someone comes and talks about love, like Christ did, you know what they did? They crucified him. Like one of my paintings over there, I can show you. But they kill him. They kill him. They kill him also. And that's the way it is. So anyway, talk more about it. Love you, love you. I don't know how to say this. I don't know, but it's